Previously on the Cowboy Way, Alabama.
How am I on my time?
You're not even an hour yet, man. Around 57 minutes.
With Booger focused on his colt starting competition,
First ride of her life.
I think she likes you.
Bubba and Cody struggle to stay supportive of their friend.
Told y'all to think about this and come up with a plan what we need to do with our business.
When you have 14 hours driving back from Austin, think about something too, you know. They done a good job putting these cattle together.
Yeah, he bought them just right, too, to where there's still room to make money on them.
Cody pitched the idea to put on a specialty cow sale, but found unexpected resistance from his partners.
I threw it out there about that cow sale deal.
Man, I just don't know if that's the direction I kind of want to go, man.
Leaving them to wonder where the future is headed.
Just because I'm doing Road to the Horse don't mean I'm going to quit. It just means I'm going to focus on Road to the Horse right now.
I don't know.
And now, on this episode of the Cowboy Way,
Okay, well, ours is Buckskin.
Booger competes at Road to the Horse. Going head-to-head against the top colt trainers in the country.
Without further ado, let's see the scores from round one.
Even if they're not on board, I feel like this is something that you can just go off and do.
Misty urges Cody to produce the specialty cattle sale without the help of the guys.
I ain't never heard of y'all having a sale.
Well, we ain't have one yet.
Well, I was going through the emails, and one kind of caught my eye.
And Bubba is presented with an opportunity that could uproot his family
Would you be up for maybe relocating?
Why?
and change his whole life.
This deal could be a very big opportunity for us.
A couple days ago, we come together to talk about the future and talk about where things were headed, and it got really heated. At this point, I don't know if us three can get on the same page long enough to come up with an idea that will benefit the business. But right now, we have a job to do. Heck, a paycheck doesn't hurt.
Ken Birdwell.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Move around. We got a phone call from a local rancher, a man named Mr. Camden. He's got a cow out and he's catching. And this is the last job of me and the guys before I head off the Road to the Horse. The colt starting competition. So I definitely don't want to get hurt. I want to be solid sound before I get up there and compete.
What you got going for us here today?
Well, we had a cow get out of our property about 11 days ago
Really?
and ran over here. Been here ever since. We can find tracks, but we can't find her.
This cow's been missing for 11 days. It means she's wild. She don't want to be found. She don't want to be caught. But hey, today is not her lucky day.
How big is this place?
About 90-something acres.
Just
Roughly.
one trap?
Yeah, it's all fenced in.
What you want us to do with the cow when we get it caught?
Load her up and bring her back.
Thank you, sir.
All right, yes,
we'll
sir.
give you a
All
shout.
right.
Yeah, we'll
All
see
right,
you in a
appreciate
while.
it. Good luck, you guys.
To find one cow on this lot of land, she might be here, she might not. I mean, she could be on the neighbor's property. She could be cabbed out somewhere in the middle, hiding from all of us. But when a cow's out for that long by herself on this big of a place, she can be a little bit of a problem to find.
If y'all see her anywhere, just holler at me or give me a call.
Yep, we'll do it, man.
Okay. I'll see you in a minute.
The best thing for us to do is to split up and all go our own direction. And when we find the cattle, hoop or holler or call, whatever we got to do to get the other guys over there.
As we're going through these woods looking for this cow, you got to look for everything. You got to look for sign on the ground. You try to find where she's been sleeping, kind of a main area where she's been staying. Because this cow's probably went off and made herself a new home. So there's going to be a lot of cow sign. You just got to find it. Y'all boys see anything?
We've already covered all the thick areas of this place. We've been through the cedar, we've been through the mud, we've been through everywhere. We can't find this cow nowhere.
I don't think the cow's here.
I really don't either.
It might have started out over here, but I think it's on the other side of the place. We thought it'd be down here in the woods, but it could be near one of them fields, you know, laying on the fence row or something like that.
That's right.
Woo! Walk out of here, cattle.
Y'all see her up there anywhere? I'm seeing tracks now.
We gotta be getting a little bit warmer. There's a lot of fresh sign up here. Hey, there she is. She's in front of you.
Booger, you see her? She's heading towards the open.
Keep pushing the field. I can't rope her these trees. Sure enough, we find the cow, but we've got to get her out in the open so we can get her roped. There's no way to rope her in here in all these trees.
Get out of here, cow.
It's out! There you go.
Once we get this cow in the open, it's time to let the hammer down. Go catch this son of a gun.
Get a rope on her.
Booger throws this rope. He finally fishes it on, gets her caught, turns her eye, hit her, boom, she's caught.
She don't seem that crazy, but when she gets to a fence, he said she'd just go right through it like a bulldozer. All right?
Yeah?
Yeah. Give her slack, give her slack.
Hold her right there for a second.
I'm glad we finally got this cow located and caught, because we really need this paycheck right now. It ain't much, but every little bit helps.
Bubba?
Yeah?
Man, you'll just cut back through the woods. What do you think?
Sounds good to me.
Phew! That went well. Booger, you fitting to go home, pack up, head out?
Yep. Get all the stuff together and get out of here.
You nervous?
Heck yeah, I'm nervous. I've been having trouble sleeping. Tell you what, Road to the Horse is a big event. I'm excited about it.
Hey, if you don't get a little bit nervous about it, it ain't no fun, you know?
You're right on that. What y'all got on the agenda for while I'm gone?
We gotta come up with something. We kind of sitting neutral, running idle right now.
Well, you're gonna have to think of something. Road to the Horse is a big event, and I'd be silly to be worried about a lot of other stuff.
Yeah, you don't worry about it.
That's a big deal.
Never intended that.
Yeah.
Well, we've already talked about it. I think we're all on the same page, and y'all know how I feel, but whatever y'all come up with, I'm good with it. Everybody seems a little bit tense today. You know, we all got a lot of stuff on our mind, and we're all trying to figure out what we're gonna do, and there's just not an ease among guys. I mean, we've already discussed this, and we discussed it and discussed it.
I know it.
I'm not gonna focus on what's going on right here. This is an opportunity, and it'll be over with before you know it.
Mm-hmm.
So in my book, I need to focus on Road to the Horse. I mean, there's $100,000 out there, and $100,000 is a lot of money in my book.
You just focus on winning that money, and me and him will focus on trying to figure something else. I can't blame Booger for focusing on his goals and his dream, but at the same time, we're all three a team. And when somebody leaves the team, two things can happen. The team can completely quit, or the one who left the team goes on his own, and the other guys keep on moving forward. We wish you the best of luck, bud. We hope you win that deal, man. Love to see you come home with a big old check.
Oh,
Stay in touch, man.
Cool.
When you get a chance, I know you're gonna be focused, but every time you get a chance, holler at us.
Yep.
I'll let you know how it goes. I mean,
Or get Jacqueline to holler at us or something, you know what I mean? I know you'll be busy, but get somebody to let us know.
you know how busy it's gonna be up there. Just promise me this, you're gonna have a decision made when I get back, because we're gonna need to put it in action when I
We'll
get
have
back
something.
home from this.
You're right, we have something in motion and rolling and whatever we need to do. The dynamics of our business can be tough. We have cattle scattered here, land here, equipment, families. I mean, there's so much that entails. It's so dynamic. When you have a three-way partnership, especially three guys that can't come to one common ground and make up one decision together, man, it really throws a chink in your chain.
Road to the Horse is a big deal. That's what I've been focused on lately. But when I get back, it's gonna be time to go back to work. So
That's right.
Yeah.
we need to have something happening, make some money.
We'll come up with something, won't we, Harris?
We figure something out. Ain't a whole lot going on right now anyways. Ain't
Yeah,
nothing to
not
sit around
really.
and think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get it going. I'm fixing to load up. I gotta go home and pack. We're leaving early in the
All
morning.
right, man, good luck.
right.
Oh, wrong hand.
See you, bud.
All right, buddy.
Best of luck to you.
Thanks, man. See you. I'll be talking to y'all.
All right, we'll see you.
There's one last person I need to visit before I go to the competition, and that's my granddaddy. That man was there when nobody else was. He watched me train my horses. He's been there since the beginning. He used to give me tips on horse training the old-fashioned way. You know, I've learned so much from that man over the years, and I wish he could just be here to see me succeed and go on with something that I love and he loved as well. And every time I got something heavy on my mind, I always find myself in the same spot, and that's right here. I can't help but think years ago, and that's all I did was start colts right there at the house. You'd be there when I got bucked off. I feel like times like now, when I look back, that round pen, the ranch, it's all gone. You're gone too. Here I am going in front of 6,000 plus people. Fixing to show them what I know and what I learned when nobody else was looking but you. My granddaddy was one of my biggest supporters. He loved horses just like me. There's no doubt that's where I get it from. I just wish he was here to experience the moment, because I know he'd support me 110%. As bad as I miss you, I feel like you left me everything I need to go on.
I'm ready to go try to win this thing.
Coming up. What's up?
Well, I was going through the emails, and one kind of caught my eye.
This is the terrible horse.
You gonna clean the floors for Mommy? Yeah? You gonna sweep? That would help. Bubba!
Yeah.
Come here, please.
Huh?
I said, come here, please. Did you hear Andy calling you?
I did. Hey, sweetie.
They're so cute.
What's up?
Well, I was going through the emails, and one kind of caught my eye. It's from some investors out of Arizona, and they're looking into an organic beef feed, and they're wanting to open a ranch in Alabama. We get a lot of random offers through our website, but I do know that the guys are looking for an idea for the next step for Faith Cattle, so at this point, why not show interest in everything? From the email, it kind of sounds like they know the science behind the organic and they have the money to do it, but they don't know much about cattle.
They want me to find that land for them, then purchase it, and Faith Cattle run the ranch.
Does it not seem far-fetched?
Well, honey, you also, sometimes you have to put the legwork in, you know, it's called risk versus reward. Yeah, we might burn up a little fuel money, you know, and travel time or whatever to go find somewhere, but I would love to take this on. I mean, this would be my dream job. It says right here, too, that, I mean, if you're serious about this, let's arrange a meeting.
Whatever happens with it, honey, I'll support you. I say give them a phone call, fill it out, see if it's legitimate.
Thank you.
So sweet.
Oh, is that a good luck kiss? Might be the real deal here. You never know.
Come on, girls.
They're a lot more gentle than they were the other day.
Yeah, they're definitely not horse broke yet, but they're getting better.
You proud of them?
Oh, yeah. Some good-looking babies.
Can you imagine selling 400 or 500 of them a year? If I'm with you, you wouldn't want to sell them. You want to keep them all.
Cab them out. That's what I'd rather do.
You know, I hit Booger and Bubba up about the sale. I told you about the concept for the cow sale. I went to one of the specialty sales a few weeks ago. I really been kind of liking the way that was run. And man, I'm here to tell you, the cattle were there and the people were there. I don't know, it just might be something we could do. Booger and Bubba's just didn't seem...
They didn't get that twinkle in their eye when you said it to them?
Not really. I mean, you could tell that he just wasn't into it, and it just feels, I don't know. This cow sale deal ain't a bad idea, but Booger and Bubba ain't on board with it, and I don't know why. I mean, it's dang sure better than digging a ditch somewhere to make $1.
Are there any other ideas being put on the table?
I mean, right now, I mean, Bubba hadn't. I mean, it was just kind of stagnant. I mean, it's just kind of like we don't have many cattle right now. We've been shipping cattle. Everything's shipped. I mean, it's just kind of, what do we do next?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, money don't grow sitting in the bank.
That's true. So nobody has any ideas?
I swore, I'm telling you, when I went to them with this cow sale, I was like, this is sold.
Right.
Like, I'm not even gonna have to pitch it. Like,
I mean,
this is
you've
a
already
perfect...
sold me on it. I wonder what they're being hesitant about.
I don't know. I mean, the cow business is all a risk. Every part of it is a risk.
Look, I mean, even if they're not on board, I feel like this is something that you can just go off and do.
I mean,
it's just like rodeos, and I feel like this is your opportunity to take that basis of what you do best is putting on a good event and roll that into the cattle business. When I see Cody this passionate and this enthusiastic about an idea, and then for him to just kind of feel let down because he's not getting the support from the guys, I feel like it's my job to step in and encourage him that he just needs to go ahead and do his very best to see this through and pull it off, because it is a great concept.
I want to do it. I'm really passionate about it. I mean, I don't know.
Look, I've got some pretty fancy stock that I can put in it from Full Moon.
You sell them Bremers.
I'm behind you 100%.
I know that. I know. I mean, this is kind of the big leagues here. This ain't no backyard rodeo.
Yeah, it's not testing the waters.
No, there ain't no time to test it, and there ain't no room for error. There ain't no time to make a mistake. I bought plenty in my life, and I ain't buying no more.
Listen to yourself. You can do this.
I mean, you're right.
There's cow sales every day of the week across the nation, and they go off just fine. All you have to do is get it organized, and I can help you with that. There's no problem.
You think you can find time?
I'm gonna make time, because this is a really good idea.
Misty kind of gets me fired up about putting on a sale. The more I get to thinking about it, the more I think I'm better off doing it on my own. And knowing that my wife is in my corner, win, lose, or draw, it means the world to me. This is right for our family.
Yes.
Started just like a rodeo, prayer national anthem, American flags everywhere.
Need some glitter on it. Not exactly glitter, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, we'll hold off on that glitter. I'm kind of starting to get excited. I love you.
Love you.
You know, I'm so excited. This is such an honor going to Road to the Horse. You know, I've been preparing for this competition for weeks, and now, bam, here we are at Road to the Horse competing with my loving family. What more could you ask for?
16.
Oh, I don't know why I'm nervous about this deal.
You seem very nervous.
Yesterday we got here to Lexington. Got some good sleep last night at the hotel, but I'm not gonna lie, this morning when I woke up, my nerves was getting to me.
You remember we talked about just going out there, being yourself, doing the best you can, you know? I know you want to win, but I mean, it's a big accomplishment just to have gotten here.
Oh, you're exactly right. It opened up a lot of opportunities. And $100,000, that's a lot of money. We could use that to buy land. That's the only thing I can think about. I could use that money. We need a place.
Try not to think about the money. Try not to think about next year. Try to think day by day. So today, just get a colt, do the best you can down there, and then tomorrow do it again. And don't think about big picture. Just think small increments. Pick the colt. Get through the first round.
Well,
do your best. Be yourself.
I really feel like the colt selection is what's worrying me.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I draw the one that I can train in a total of 3 days and the time period they're going to allow us.
Not 3 days, more like 3 hours.
Well,
The draw is everything. I mean, you've got to pick the right horse. If you don't pick a good partner for the rest of the week, you're going to be in trouble. It's kind of a stressful time because so much is riding, and picking the horse is such a big part of this competition. And it starts right here at the beginning. It can make or break me the next couple of days.
oh, there's a lot into it. Not counting all the rules. You got the obstacle courses and all the rules. And
Look, you're stressing out. We've went over the rules. You've watched the videos, you know. Right now, this is like right before finals. You can't start cramming stuff in your head or you're gonna forget what you already know, stress out, and do worse. Be yourself, that's the biggest thing. And I think another big thing is just have fun with it. You're good
training
at
a horse is one thing. If he's ready for the saddle, you know, eventually you can sit there all day, put it on and off of him. He just keeps moving. Finally, just put it on his back, cinch him up, then he gets used to it. Out here, saddle falls off, it costs you points. You're outside the round pen too long, it costs you points. I mean, it's just stuff like that that you got to think into it. They like to see how you carry your saddle. They want to see how you approach the horse, how you tie the reins up, leave the reins down, all these little bitty things that really don't matter at the house. You know, that's what they look for, and that's what they add points or deduct points. One thing about it, I have my pen wrangler there, Dan. So I'll be able to go to him for advice, and he'll be able to help me out a lot.
He seems pretty experienced and really nice guy.
He's super cool. When I went out and stayed with him in Texas, we had a good time starting colts, and we both have our own methods. And I wish I'd have went to some of these competitions before I come to this one. I feel like I've been went to practice for a long time, never went into a game, but I had to go play in the World Series.
Look, you've got to remember, there's a reason you're here. I mean, they don't just let anybody into this. You earned it. And I know you can go out there and do a great job. This is your time to shine. Your shirt's ready.
Oh, thank you. All right, fixing to be it. Go time. I've thought about this for 16 years. Never really thought I'd have an opportunity to compete in it, though.
See, just the opportunity right there, you're already a winner. Yeah. Let's do it.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Jacqueline just reassures me that I'm here for a reason. I was selected for a reason, and I have a lot to offer. I do have a talent, and I do have a lot of knowledge, and it's something I worked for a really long time, and that's to get right here, and I'm here. All right, Jacqueline, it's about time to go.
Coming up.
Oh, no.
Are you guys ready to officially kick off Road to the Horse 2019? Oh, yeah. We're back, and we're looking for a big, big weekend. Please welcome Mr. Booger Brown.
This is the moment we've been waiting for. We're about to kick this colt starting competition off, and I'm really nervous. I mean, there's thousands of people watching. More important, it's time to select your colt, and I've got to pick the right horse.
It's the moment of truth. Pick your horse.
The best case scenario is pick a colt that's really gentle, really good-minded, and really willing to learn. There's a big Saw Stout colt, and he's a really good-looking fella. Then you got the gray horse, which kind of been the bully back there in the back pens. Then you've got the bay horse, and he's kind of a good-looking fella, but I think he's gonna be really tough. I believe he's gonna be the kind of horse you could ride day and night and still have plenty of work ahead of you to do. At the same time, the Buckskin horse is the prettiest horse in there, and I never really go for color, but he could be very gentle. He hasn't done anything wrong, and he acts like he could be very docile. It might be a horse we can kind of slide through the event on.
So the horse that you've chosen is?
Well, I feel there's one horse in this arena that everybody's sort of scared of. And I feel there's one out there that everybody loves and wants to see go do good and great. See if we can make a really good horse out of him. I think I'm going with the Buckskin.
All right.
He sure is pretty enough. We'll see what happens with him. Once we get the horses picked, we back out, let them set up the round pens. They put our horse in our round pen, and we get the party started.
Round one of the Road to the Horse wildcard competition is ready to get underway. Lexington, Kentucky, are you ready to start the wildcard competition?
So the first round, my first step is going to be build this horse's confidence and build his trust. So therefore you can handle him, you can lead him, therefore you can move him, saddle him, and then ride him.
That initial introduction is so very important.
I can hardly breathe.
And that's pretty much the beginning stages of starting a colt. But you gotta have a really good foundation.
Three different things going on here now with Booger doing a lot of approaching and retreating, getting this colt hooked onto him. Throughout the course of this competition, there are different approaches. Two in the saddle, one on the ground.
So he roped his. Mm-hmm. He's running his.
Now, it doesn't mean that one's right, doesn't mean that one's wrong, but from the moment they walk through that gate, everything is so crucial.
You know, as I introduce this horse to the halter, I'm getting him desensitized. I'm getting him used to foreign objects touching him.
Booger's gonna get some sugar.
Like getting ready for the saddle to be put on him and getting him ready for me to get on him myself.
He's got it, he's got it, he's got it, he's got it. He's got it. Woo! Yay, Booger! Woo!
I'm feeling really good. This horse is starting to calm down a little bit, not quite where I want him. And you know, I really want to take my time with the horse, but at the same time, there's a time crunch. I've got to push just enough without pushing too much.
Wade coming in now, the pad, and his saddle. See how this colt's gonna handle things.
Man, he did that fast. Seems like this colt's getting a little more spooked now. Every one of these competitors has a different approach, so it's really hard to tell which one of them is doing better than the other. Okay, the saddle pad's on. Now let's get that saddle. But it seems like the other two are making quite a bit of progress. Come on, Booger. You can do this. Come on, come on.
As I'm trying to saddle the horse, things really ain't clicking. He's not wanting to be saddled, and he's telling me that. But this competition is a team. There's two components, you and the horse. So if one of them's not doing their part, it can make things tough.
Booger coming back in now with the saddle and pad.
I hope he doesn't get frustrated. I'm frustrated. Can he put it up there with one arm and hold that horse with the other? Oh, yes.
Come on, Booger. Don't fall off. Just don't fall off. Just don't fall off. That's what I wanted to see.
You know, it's taken me a little bit to get my horse saddled, and I'm a little bit nervous on how far I'm behind in the competition I'm following.
Each one of these horsemen are a little different spot here with their colt. Booger Brown continuing to work through with the Buckskin. And Wade's aboard his horse.
Look who they are. He's on him. Oh.
But at the same time, I want to go with the pace of the horse, and I think really putting some extra steps in there is going to speed me up in the process. And if I can keep going slow to go faster, I can catch up in the long run.
Okay, well, ours is bucking. Oh, no. This is horrible.
This is the terrible horse.
Coming up.
Maybe I could have done some more steps to maybe prevent this, but at the same time is of the essence. We've got to move forward and go on.
Oh, that's not good. Okay, well, ours is bucking.
You know, when I get this saddle on this horse and cinch him up, he blows in two. And that's okay. It's better to buck now than when I get on it. And maybe I could have done some more steps to maybe prevent this, but at the same time is of the essence. We've got to move forward and go on.
Oh, that's not good. This is horrible.
That would have been so much better if he was in the saddle.
No. No. We need to name this horse. Matthew, what are we going to call this horse? What? Bucky.
That's exactly
Were
what I
you
was
thinking
thinking.
that? No.
I was thinking Bucky.
Even though this colt is bucking, I think Booger seems to be handling it really well and not ridden the colt like the other competitors. So he's taking it really slowly. He's kind of hopping up and down on the saddle. He's standing in the stirrup. He's trying to get this horse used to the fact that somebody's about to get on his back.
When I'm able to get up on this horse's back, I know I've made accomplishment. Because when I come in this pen, this horse has never been touched. Here he is saddled, and I'm up on his back.
Okay, we're at 20 seconds. I think folks are happy to see Booger get on his colt in this round.
We're at the very end of the round. Once they post the scores, we'll kind of see where we're at, how far ahead, how far behind we are. Go from there.
That is going to do it for round one of the wild card competition here in Lexington, Kentucky.
Howdy.
Good morning, sir.
How are you doing, Mr. Larry?
Mr. Bubba, I'm doing fine.
Recently, I had a set of investors reach out to me from Arizona. They want to get in the cattle business, so I'm going to do a video chat with Mr. Larry. He's one of the investors, and I want to know who I'm doing business with, so I really want to see what this guy looks like and see what he's all about.
We have a product which is called hydroponic fodder. It's actually organic, and it's grown indoors, in trays, and grown 24 hours a day. On an average, you're going to save about half the cost of normal feeding cattle in today's industry because you're going to average 3 to 3.5 pounds a day of weight.
Larry starts explaining to me that he's partnered up with a man who runs a fodder system. Now, the fodder's supposed to be extremely high in protein, very healthy for the cattle, and it's supposed to put a lot of weight on them really fast. If it puts weight on them quicker than what I can do, and it's half the price of the feed that I use, sounds like a win-win opportunity. Larry, I mean, that all sounds really good, but what are you expecting from me?
Well, very simple. I'm looking at buying some land. We're looking to put cattle on it. We're looking to put the fodder systems, build them, get them set. I'm looking to pay for it. And you're going to be the main guy to run that ranch. And for that, I want to pay you very dearly for it.
Everything that Larry's telling me sounds really good. I need to do a little bit of legwork and find out all about this fodder system. But at the end of the day, I don't mind pursuing this situation because you can't go forward if you're sitting in neutral. Well, Larry, I don't mind doing some legwork for you.
Let's do it, buddy. I appreciate you contacting me. It means a lot to me, more than you know, and I look forward to talking to you again.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Larry.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Coming up.
We out here looking for some cows to sell.
You gotta kind of be proven to sell cattle.
We can sell cattle, we just ain't never had a sale for one.
Well, I can tell you one thing, I don't want to send my cattle nowhere and give them away.
Look at that big black mama right there, boy. Today, me and Misty are at our brother-in-law's. We're riding through cattle, just having a good time, really. I mean, it's somewhat of a vacation/business. We're riding through some of his top quality cattle and picking out the type of cattle to put in our sale.
Chip is my brother-in-law, and two things are expected when we go to Mississippi to see Chip and my sister Mindy. One, Chip's going to give Cody a hard time. Two, they have great quality cattle, and hopefully they will let us have some of those to just set the bar for the cow sale.
What's going on, Cody?
We out here looking for some cows to sell.
To sell?
Yeah.
Sir.
You mean to buy?
No, sir. We decided we're gonna put on a specialty sale. And we're out here shaking the bushes, meeting the customers.
I ain't never heard of y'all having a sale.
Well, we ain't have one yet.
Well, you gotta kind of be proven to sell cattle.
We can sell cattle, we just ain't never had a sale for one.
Well, I can tell you one thing, I don't want to send my cattle nowhere and give them away.
I'll even cut you the family discount on commission.
Family discount of nuts, still nothing.
When I tell Chip about the idea of putting on a specialty sale, of course he has something smart to say about it, that he don't know if I can do it on my own, that blah, blah, blah. Of course I'm ready for this, and of course I've got something I'm ready to say back to that. Don't look at it like you're doing it for me. You're doing it for your sister-in-law. Missy's gonna throw in some Bramers, some crossbred heifers.
Yeah.
We're looking for y'all, maybe if you have 20, 25 little old pairs to throw in there, they're good crossbred cattle. We got plenty of English cattle, so we're really looking for some more crossbred cattle.
You know, I wouldn't do it for you, but I might would do it for Misty.
Aren't you glad you married me?
You know, I would like to say me and Chip have a good, you know, he loves me. He really does. I'm like a rash that he can't scratch enough. I mean, that's just the way it is. He puts up with me, he loves Misty, and heck, I'm starting to think that he might really love me. The sale's on a Saturday. You have them dropped off Friday night, I'll put them on hay feed morning. Yeah.
You want these cattle, you gotta come get them.
You gonna make me drive all the way back to Mississippi to
Yes,
pick up these cattle?
You want me to take them up there for nothing? You gotta work for that money. You're gonna have to provide a service.
I'm already selling them for you for top dollar.
You gonna come get them too.
But you mind if we just keep riding through them, kind of picking us out a few? 25, 30? Few enough?
A few.
All right, we're gonna keep riding through them if y'all don't mind.
See y'all
We'll
later.
see y'all up at the house in a little bit.
All right.
When it's all said and done, all the laughing's over and it's down to business, and Chip agrees to sell some cattle at the sale. You know what? That's what family is all about. That's what we came here for. He's gonna make money. We're gonna make money. Heck, I'm ready to roll.
Doesn't this view just let all of it just sink in?
If I was Chip, I'd have built my house right here amongst these little old headed trees right here.
Their place is so beautiful. They worked hard for it, though.
Oh, yeah.
So have you talked to the guys yet about the fact that you're gonna go through with this sale? That's a reality?
No, I threw a few hints out there, but
Yeah.
as far as I had, no. I don't know, it's just with Booger dealing with Road to the Horse, it feels like it ain't something you tell a man over the phone or a text message. It seems like it's something I need to sit down, look him in the eye, and just lay it out there, tell it like it is. And I just hadn't found that moment yet, that right moment, I think. One thing I hadn't thought about when Misty asked me, she said, have you told Booger and Bubba that you're doing it all on your own? And I haven't thought about it because I know they'll understand. I mean, this is what's best for me and my family. And I'm not gonna sit there and let the iron get cold. Right now it's hot and we're gonna strike it while it's hot. I guess we somewhat got the foundation started. There ain't no turning back now. We got cattle booked for the sale.
That's not a bad problem to have.
No, now we gotta find us a place to put on the sale. We gotta find a good stockyard to put the sale on at.
Yeah.
We need a name. I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
like a good catchy name.
If it's gonna be a distinctive event, it needs a cool, like, branding, you know, to go along with the event.
Right here in the heart of Dixie.
That's true.
Put on Georgia, Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, where we put it on is still Dixie.
Mm-hmm.
But Alabama, that'd be the heart of Dixie.
We'll have all these little darlings running in there.
Baby dolls. I never heard you
Little-
call them darlings.
The little girlfriends.
I like it. I've never heard you call them darlings. I call you darling every now and then. My little Dixie darling.
Why don't you do that? Dixie darling.
My little Dixie darling.
That's kind of catchy.
I do like that. Right here in the heart of Dixie, selling all these little darlings. We'll call it the Double D.
I think the Dixie darling name is really cute. As cattle women, cattlemen, we all say these little like pet names for our cows, whether they want to admit it or not. So I feel like the Dixie darling is perfect because it claims our area and it claims the specialty cattle that we're bringing to it.
I'm all committee. Checkbook and stock trailer and leave with plenty.
That's pretty good.
Dixie darling.
I like it.
Hey, guys. Hey, buddy. How you doing, buddy?
Daddy, we named the horse Bucky.
The one that I've been working with? Oh,
I
man.
promise we didn't name him Bucky because he started bucking. It was because he was Buckskin.
Well, what'd y'all think about it?
He really impressed me. Like, I thought you did really good.
You think so?
Yeah, I did.
Matthew and Jacqueline come down just to reassure me and show me some love and let me know that they're proud of me. And that's the exact two people that I really want to see right now, because I'm telling you, that event, it don't always show, but your nerves are at their peak.
How do you feel?
You know, I just drawed a tough colt, and I had to pick for them other boys. But you never know. I sort of didn't think that fella was going to be too bad. None of them did. Heck, me and Ben and all of us are like, well, you got your gentle one at least.
Even when the horse bucked, you did good.
Well, thanks, buddy. He just kind of likes to buck.
He was tough. The second time you saddled him when he didn't buck, I mean, that showed a lot of improvement, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely. You know, my only thing is I hope tomorrow, like, you never know, maybe that horse will come out and have a whole different attitude.
Oh, yeah, this is the first time the horse has been handled. So tomorrow, it's not going to be as scared, right?
He shouldn't, man. He's already been saddled the first time in his life, and
Yeah.
he took it this evening and had a rider on his back for just a minute,
Yeah.
so we'll see where that goes.
But that end, I mean, I think you ended on a really good note. The last thing Booger needs right now is to be criticized on his colt selection or given any words of advice for what he should or shouldn't have done. Right now, all he needs is encouragement from us that tomorrow's gonna be a great day. So if one went smoothly the whole way and did the obstacle pretty good, or one was rough the whole way and did the obstacle pretty good, would the rough one win?
Well, that horse there does a change tomorrow, or I was to nail the obstacles, it would be out of control.
Like good, right?
Yes. Day one was really tough for Bucky. I mean, I built up a lot of trust in this horse, but nowhere's near the amount that I want or need in this competition.
I think you did a solid first round. I'm really excited to see the scores.
I'm kind of nervous a little bit. I don't really know how the other guys got along with their horses, but I know that I didn't get nowhere near as far along with my horse as I wanted to. But hey, tomorrow is a new day. And now that they're gonna post the scores, we're gonna see how we done.
Without further ado, let's see the scores from round one here, the wild card competition.
You know, I see how low my scores are. That's really disappointing, because this horse is really taking everything I'm doing good, but at the same time, it's very, very hard to get this horse to overcome being scared. That's something I've definitely got to focus on. I sort of feel like my scores shouldn't be that low, but that's really not that big of a gap considering you got a whole day tomorrow and anything could happen.
Round one is just the beginning, and there's so much can change over the course of this competition.
Coming up.
Would you be up for maybe relocating, maybe building a house or buying a house somewhere else?
Why?
Andy, go help Dada. This is all your clothes we got to get rid of.
Yeah, we got to get rid of your clothes. We're gonna give them to some other kids that need them, okay?
Can we do that, baby?
No.
Andy has outgrown so many clothes lately. I have got to go through her closet and get these things bagged up.
I don't see the point in getting rid of all this stuff right now. I know she's fixing to be 3, but at the same time, I don't want to have to buy all these clothes again, because there will be another one.
Where would we even put a second kid?
The same place we put her, right in the middle of our bed, turned long ways, with her feet in my back.
When they're like a newborn, you can't put them in the bed with you. We
Well,
truly
all right,
have no other
okay,
place.
Okay. Well, if you say that we don't have enough room. Would you be up for maybe relocating, maybe building a house or buying a house somewhere else?
I would love to build a new house. You already know that. I would do a million things differently, probably.
Well, honey, I mean, I did build this long before you come along.
I know that.
Drew it up on a piece of graph paper by myself, so.
I get that.
Pretty good deal.
But
pretty good job.
Good job. No, I would build a new house. Why?
I mean, this deal I've been talking to about these guys, it very well could be an option. I don't know, it's just all been talk so far. This deal that I'm trying to work out with the investors, it's still in the early stages. But at the same time, I feel that it's the right time for me to tell Kaylee that if this deal does go through, it's gonna be a big change for all of us. I told them that I'd be in on the deal, but at the same time, for the amount of cattle that they're wanting to run, we don't have enough land to do that. So I told them that I'd put some feelers out and try to find a place to at least go look at. I mean, you never know what we might come across.
But you want to stay right here in Alabama?
Oh, yeah, I want to stay in Alabama. But I would like to go a little bit farther north because it'll be cooler up there, and it'd be so much better on the cattle in the summertime.
So, I mean, basically, if you found a ranch north of here or wherever you found it, we would have to go there.
Exactly. That would mean us uprooting from here. And also, too, one thing you need to consider is that's going to put you a lot farther away from your family.
It's going to put you further away from yours. I mean, if this step is what's best for our family, then that's what we have to do. I mean, you moved to Mississippi for me, you know, a while back. And I know my parents aren't going to care. They'll support us.
It's not an offer right now. The only thing that we've done is talked. They buy the ranch, and I think it seems to fit with what they're wanting to do. I could possibly be offered a job to run that ranch, to look after all the cattle, you know. And we've got a cattle company, but I'm talking big scale. This would be a big, big scale. That is something that I've always wanted to do.
It kind of sounds like Bubba's dream job. It's the cattle business, but he's not having to do so many physical things that the probability of him getting hurt is going to be way lower, and I'm all about that.
This deal could be a complete flop, but it could be a very big opportunity for us. We'll see.
Well, that's kind of exciting. I'm all for whatever we got to do, especially if I get to build a new house in the process.
It's so nice to have a supportive wife like Kaylee because it's a huge opportunity, and I don't mind doing a little bit of legwork and going ahead and pursuing this situation because this is a possibility for us to be able to better our family. What you want to do with the rest of these clothes?
I'm going to keep bagging them up and donate them.
I've just been putting something aside that I like.
Exactly. All you have done is hurt my progress because you want to keep everything for a future kid that's not even in the works yet.
This one is definitely staying.